Alright guys, so we just rolled out the Farmall A on the lawn now. No problem. She started right up. However, the Farmall A 1940, the hand crank would not work. Put the hand crank in, I usually turn that thing one turn, she starts. Put the hand crank in, it was solid. Wouldn't move. I tried everything. I even went back to the PTO, put it in gear and tried turning the PTO. No. Frozen. Now how could I have driven that in there to that spot, covered it all with a tarp, wrapped it up, and I come back 3 months later and I got a frozen motor? How is that possible? Never happened to me before. So thought I did a little video. This is what we got. Pulled the valve cover off. We got a lot of junk and rust on the whole valve train. I don't know if you can see, it's very sunny here, but try going from the other side. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Okay, look how rust on that. So no sign of water in the oil, but over time that valve cover gasket was definitely leaking water. No question about it. I mean, there's heavy rust on three valves. There's heavy rust. The other ones are clean. Now, a little rust on the drive. And to clean it all up, spray the heck out of it with WD-40 and other lubricants. Let it sit overnight. Give it a slight tap on each one with a rubber mallet. And again, this has never happened to me before. This motor started with one crank, and I drove it to the backyard and parked it for the winter. Very, very odd. Very strange. But things happen. Okay, so this is the product I decided to try to use. It's the Blaster penetrating spray. Okay, goes on and on like all of them, guaranteed to work, and free any kind of rusted bolt or whatever. So I'm making a mixture of this, WD-40, and transmission fluid. That's my mixture. My brother used to have a mixture similar. Using Marvel mystery oil, transmission fluid, and WD-40. He had a name for it. He called it Panther Piss. I did a video of it many years ago, and it always worked. So I don't have a WD-40 Marvel mystery oil, so I'm substituting this. And we're going to mix them all together, put them in there, and let it sit 24 hours and see what we got. Alright guys, everything's back together, and the cylinders are all full of the mixture which I just showed you. And I think I just revealed the cause of this whole entire very odd situation. Alright, I jumped to conclusion, and I thought right away it was the gasket on the valve cover, or possibly even the nuts, water leaking in. But I was wrong. Okay, this right here is the culprit. Okay, this tractor, when I first acquired it, was under a tree. It had been smashed terribly. Okay, the steering wheel was broken in half. Seat was smashed. The hood was smashed. Everything. And along with it, this cap. Alright, this cap which goes on the valve cover. Now I'm going to show you. Hold this up to the sun, and you're going to see. I think you're going to see. I don't know. You should see the hole, the light coming through. I don't know if you can. But believe me, there are 2 holes there. The light is coming through. There's no question about it. Okay. So, the years I've had this tractor, it's been sitting out in the weather. And unbeknown to me, a little bit at a time, that water's been seeping in. This one has a crack, this one has a crack, and that one is wide open. Okay, so, you should be able to see it right there. It's wide open. So, I've had this tractor for about 5 years or more, and it's been sitting out in the weather. And this past year, this past spring and summer, last year, since then we've had terrible rain. And so a lot of water could have accumulated through these holes. And the rockers inside are the ones that are right adjacent to the hole. So everything's all cleaned up now. She's going to sit overnight, 24 hours, and we'll see what we got. That's my deal. Let me get the opinion from the expert over here, my assistant. Hopi girl, what do you think, huh? Is it going to work? Yes or no? Yeah? Okay, that's good enough for me.